What's up, Leo? Much love to all the subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Sean Shaw, and I'll be doing your mid-reading for November 2021. Take what resonate, leave the rest. Just give me a minute to bring the energy in, and we'll get started. Thank you. We got the Magician. And we got the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we got the Page of Swords. We got the Four of Swords reverse. Bottom of the deck, we got the Page of Cups. We got the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we got the Two of Pentacles. Overall energy, we got the Hierophant. So Leo, this is y'all really elevating spiritually with this Hierophant. Really taking in the wisdom and understanding of everything that's going on with yourself and in your life right now. taking your consciousness to a higher level. You see, we got the keys at the feet, unlocking new spiritual potential because you have more spiritual understanding of what's going on right now, again, within yourself and in your external world. Realizing any type of rituals that you are going through and recognizing it as such. We in Scorpio season, so any type of internal battles, really realizing exactly where those are stemming from. Any type of fears, realizing where that's stemming from and getting over it with this Hierophant. Overstanding any type of internal battles you may be going through in this Scorpio season. And there's a lot of spiritual protection in being in this energy. And it's a spiritual blessing coming in for you by elevating spiritually. You know, the higher you go spiritually, the more you are able to wield spiritual energy in your favor and circumstances in your favor in your overall life. This is really y'all anchoring yourselves in spirituality as well with this Hierophant. Recognizing the power that wielding, recognizing the power of understanding, of more understanding the spiritual side of things, and recognizing the power that you can again wield. You see he's holding this triple cross right here, and he's got a hand of benediction up in the air, recognizing the power that comes with wielding spiritual energy and spiritual understanding. Recognizing that spirituality is the most powerful strength that you can obtain, and being one with your higher self. And again, with the keys at the feet, more doors of opportunities are being unlocked for you. And whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life by being more in a spiritual state of being. It's like a rites of passage to more higher spiritual understanding and spiritual power and abilities. And here we have it with the Magician, wielding spiritual energy, spiritual strength, having that confidence. You see we got all this yellow for the solar plexus. You know, and confidence is very key for Leo. So having the confidence in yourself, in your higher self, in wielding this spiritual energy, finding more spiritual abilities and talents that you may have not accessed previously before being in this Hierophant state. And realizing that you are the master of your world, of your universe. You are the one. The Magician is the number one. And you see we got the infinity sign hovering above the crown chakra. There's nothing that you can't create in your world, especially being in your higher nature as the Hierophant. Really wielding this spiritual energy and spiritual understanding to perfection. Again, creating a world that you want to see, making it bloom and making it grow how you want it to be, with all these flowers right here. You see we got the pentacle, the cup, the sword, and the wand. You have everything. You have infinite resources already inside of you to make things shift and happen in your favor as the Magician. And we got more red and white, just like this Hierophant, red and white, symbolizing the root chakra, groundedness. And then we got the white representing spirituality and the higher spirituality. Rooting yourself in higher spirituality with the Hierophant and the Magician. And again, shifting things in your favor as the Magician. And we also in Scorpio season, like I said, on this Magician's belt, we got the snake wrapping around his own tail, biting his own tail, eating his own tail, representing the Ouroboros. Infinite growth, infinite understanding, again as the Hierophant. In the Scorpio season, it's all about death, regeneration, and transformation. So the snake eating its own tail, just you consuming the older versions of yourself, the more outdated versions of yourself. So you can continuously grow into the newer spiritual version of yourself, more powerful spiritual version of yourself. And we got the Four of Pentacles. This is y'all really stabilizing yourselves again in this new energy, rooting yourselves in spirituality. You got it on your mind and you got it on your heart. And also underneath your feet. Meaning that again you are stabilized in it and it's being more, it's more concrete for you. It's becoming more natural for you with this Four of Pentacles. This is the new energy that you're harnessing, discovering, and holding and wielding. And continuously building and making it more powerful. You know, this Four of Pentacles is saying do not come out of this energy. Stay in this energy, you know. Keep it dear to you. Make it a number one priority to stay in this Hierophant and Magician energy. Moving forward, this is your new energy. Infinite possibility and infinite power in your higher spiritual nature. Because the higher self is nothing that the higher self cannot achieve. There's nothing that the higher self cannot comprehend. It's the ego that gets in the way, which is a shadow side of Leo. It's a shadow side for everybody, but more specifically Leo, because that falls up under Leo. And the opposite of the ego is the heart. Well, Leo rules the heart chakra. And as we see, we got this pentacle on the heart chakra. The opposite of the ego is the heart chakra and the higher spiritual nature, the higher self. You see, we got the white again symbolizing that. Your higher self will give you everything that you need. All the power that you need, all the understanding that you need to create the life that you want for yourself. And continuously elevate spiritually. And become the person that you truly want to be continuously. It's non-stop. And your power increasing is also non-stop. So don't be complacent, you know. With this Four of Pentacles, it could also talk about complacency. But, yeah, you need to stabilize in this new energy. But again, with this Ouroboros, do not be complacent in one spot of stabilization. You got to keep, again, building on that and keep continuously growing. Keep consuming the older version of yourself and becoming and renewing yourself. Becoming more powerful. Because anything that stops growing will eventually die. And we got the Page of Swords. Again, more confidence in the mind, wielding the power, wielding the sword, wielding the spiritual energy. He's got both hands on the sword, discovering new ways of how to wield this spiritual energy. Again, thinking with confidence, thinking of a higher nature. You see we got the flock of birds above this Page of Swords. Having all your thoughts align with your higher nature and higher spiritual understanding. Bringing in the winds of change. You see, we got his hair flowing in the wind, bringing in the winds of change. The changes that you've been trying to create and wanted to create and are creating is coming into your life. And also be aware of any type of spiritual messages coming in as well with this Hierophant and the Page of Swords. Trust it. And we got the Four of Swords reverse. So some of y'all may have been a little restless in this Scorpio season. You know, going through any type of mental challenges and working through any type of deep hidden fears that may be triggered or coming to the surface during this Scorpio season. Restless, wanting to take action and make things happen. You know, in that masculine energy. You know, a lot of times the ego will try to make things happen faster than we should go about it. You know, but again, as the Hierophant, you got more wisdom about that and became a little bit more patient in acting out of your spiritual nature and less out of your ego. And also, if you've been having any type of confusion about spiritual messages, that's about to change as well with this Hierophant. You know, a lot of times that restlessness is an accumulation of new energy being brought to the surface, as we see with this Page of Cups, new spiritual awareness and wisdom coming to the surface, been boiling and bubbling up under the surface. You see, we got the waves behind them. So new spiritual awareness bursting to the scene, bursting to the surface, as we see with this fish right here popping out of the cup. More spiritual understanding. 2 pages, a new fresh start in spiritual awareness and in using these spiritual messages and wisdom to your favor to create the life that you want. With the Magician, using your emotions and your rational mind, your intelligence, to be the person that you're supposed to be, realize the power that you have and exercise it in your physical world, creating the world that you want to have. And we also see that to be true with these lotus flowers, on this man's tunic, on the Page of Cups tunic. Growth, lotuses, they grow out of the mud, under the water, through a stem. And it keeps going until it breaks the surface of the water, and then it blooms. So again, really going in the Scorpio season, going deep inside the subconscious and unconscious mind, seeing what's going on up under there. And again, the blooming of new consciousness, new spiritual consciousness coming to the surface with this Page of Cups. A lot of y'all are really creating something very beautiful in y'all lives right now, whatever it may be. Just a better life in general. And again, spiritual messages symbolized with this Page of Cups as well, a better understanding and grasping of spiritual messages that may be coming through for you. So steadily just be in a natural state with this Page of Cups and this new spiritual energy, and continuously flow with your intuition. Let your higher spiritual nature and your intuition guide you and talk to you. And just fully embody that. And any type of fears about the spiritual path or ascending to a new spiritual level, that's being released as well. And we got the King of Swords, a new mind state, a new mastery of your mind state at the highest level with this King of Swords, from the Page of Swords to the King of Swords. New intelligence, there's a rational mind, and then there's the subconscious mind, the masculine half and the feminine half. This King of Swords, you see we got the butterflies on the throne. This is a transformation of your rational mind, of your ego mind. The ego is not all the way bad, because the higher self uses the ego as a mask, as a vessel to operate on this physical plane. But this is the ego being tamed with this King of Swords, again, slashing away all the illusions and the fears that might be popping up during this time. We got crescent moons on the throne again, symbolizing intuition. And we got an angel right here talking in his ear. So you have spiritual guidance as far as your masculine actions with this sword right here. So you're really being guided by your higher nature right now, and especially with the Hierophant. Trusting your higher nature. Letting your higher nature do the discernment and do the judging with this King of Swords. And again, your rational, intelligent mind is moving into a higher divine intelligence and a higher divine mind. And you're taking action based on the higher mind. Your intelligence has gone to a new level. It's gone to a new spiritual level with this King of Swords. And this is also not letting any type of fears or outside sources sway you and get you out of this new mastery of your new mind state with this King of Swords, all powerful in your mind. The King of Swords really guarding and protecting the Queen of Swords, the subconscious mind, which is the powerhouse that creates our physical reality. Really strengthening the subconscious mind, protecting her, empowering her, making her feel safe to generate and create the life that you really want for yourself. Then we got the Two of Pentacles. Again, more discernment. You might have been going through some ups and downs, emotionally and mentally. It might have been wavering you previously, but the Two of Pentacles is saying that you have done a good job of remaining balanced or getting back on your feet. If you have been knocked over recently in this Scorpio season, it gets real intense. As we see right here, all this purple psychic energy. And again, a balancing of the masculine mind, the rational mind, and the feminine mind, the subconscious mind, putting it all together with the King of Swords, making sure everything is operating at a high level with this King of Swords. In a stable, firm level with this King of Swords. So really navigating, if you've been navigating any type of emotional battles with these ships in these waters, you'll be getting a good grasping of that. And it won't be a big deal to you anymore. You'll be mastering that. You'll be getting over that. And in the midst of everything else that you got to handle in your life, your everyday business, the King of Swords, you're ready to put it all together and make it all one, putting it all together as the big picture, putting the spiritual world and the physical world together, having that intelligence to blend it all as one, and having the mental capacity to operate on that level and not be overwhelmed by blending in the spiritual world with the physical world. And again, any type of confusion, spiritual confusion that you might have been going through in the past, you're balancing that. You're balancing all that out as well with this Two of Pentacles and King of Swords. Now we're about to clarify the Magician and the Four of Pentacles. We got the Hangman reverse. We got the Seven of Swords reverse. We got the Knight of Swords reverse. And we got the Nine of Swords reverse. So again, any type of spiritual confusion, you're getting up out of that. You know, you took the time out to see what it is, all that excess energy that's been bubbling under the surface, that restlessness. Also, with this Page of Swords, mental restlessness, coming out of that state, realizing the spiritual evolution that was taking place under the surface during the Scorpio season. Again, gaining that enlightenment. You see, we got the glow, the orb surrounding this man's head. So coming out of any type of stagnation, any type of complacency, coming out of any type of feelings of being stuck spiritually, and moving forward, taking action and creating the life that you want for yourself, and harnessing these new skills that you've discovered within yourself. And also engaging your new spiritual confidence with the spiritual skills that you have obtained and discovered, and that has came to the surface. And we got the Seven of Swords reverse. This is definitely seeing where you were too much in your head, especially with this King of Swords, too rational. Mastering that, balancing that out, taking it to a higher level, a higher intelligence when it comes to your mental analysis about things, and seeing where you were holding yourself back with the Seven of Swords in reverse. You know, identifying what was sabotaging. You see, we got these three shadowy figures in the back, and they see this man taking these swords, taking their ammunition. You're seeing where you were taking your own mental capacity and your own ammunition away from yourself, and seeing where you were also doing too much and overthinking as well with the Seven of Swords. And that's another thing that the ego and the rational mind can do. It can make you overthink things that you don't even need to put a lot of thought into and a lot of effort into. And that's where the subconscious mind, the female have, just flows. You know, it's just natural for her. It's beyond any type of rational thought. Because sometimes too much intellect and rational thought can overcomplicate anything. And we got the Knight of Swords reverse, getting out of any type of impulsiveness or running away with the idea that is false. You know, again, Scorpio season, a challenge with fears, you know, not acting out of the ego, not acting out of the lower nature, or not letting your mind trick you into doing something prematurely, or taking a route or taking an action that you don't need to do. And we got the Nine of Swords reverse, coming out of anxiety, coming out of fears, coming out of worries about the present and the future. And this is also saying that a lot of times, like when we get this new spiritual jump and spiritual awareness, it frustrates us it frustrates the ego because a different energy is coming to the surface, a different energy that is not the same as what we've been used to operating under. You see what I'm saying? And the ego wants to always feel safe at all times. You know, you got to come out of your comfort zone, especially in the spiritual path. And again, with the Hierophant, you're realizing this. So if you've been feeling different lately, not the same, not how you used to be, that's a good thing. And again, with this Hierophant, you're coming into more realization of that and ascending spiritually. That's the only way you ascend spiritually. You can't stay the same. Remember, the magician has the Ouroboros around his belt. You got to continuously consume the old version of you to create a newer version of yourself. And when you resist change, you know that creates frustration in the spirit and in the soul. And it also amplifies the worries of the ego even more. Bottom of the deck, we got the Nine of Cups. This whole process is actually a wish fulfillment. You know, it's going to change your emotions. It's going to change the way you think, give you more confidence. Again, we got a lot of yellow, more spiritual confidence, more confidence in yourself, more confidence in working through these type of battles in the future as well with this Nine of Cups, and it's going to lead you to your ultimate fulfillment. Remember, this is clarifying the Magician and the Four of Pentacles. So it's taking you to that state to create the wish fulfillment that you want for yourself in your life. Now we're about to clarify the Four of Swords. We got the Queen of Pentacles. So during this restlessness, during this internal discovery of what's going on deep inside the self, deep inside the soul, deep inside the consciousness, deep inside the subconscious mind, you're discovering like buried treasure, attributes of value that will help you to create the world that you want for yourself. That wish fulfillment, you know. Putting you in position to find these gems of this spiritual evolution, and continuously putting good energy into good energy and good value into new thoughts that will help shape and create the life that you want for yourself. You see, we got the rabbit right here. Rabbits multiply like crazy. They breed like crazy. So this is abundance coming in too, this Queen of Pentacles. Creation of abundance. Creating things of value in your world, in this newfound spiritual realization and spiritual level that you're ascending to. And really nurturing and taking care of yourself during this process as well. Self-care, that's very key right now, especially in Scorpio season. You see, this is a resting card with this Four of Swords. So again, don't try to do too much. Get the rest that you need. Get the recuperation and the regeneration that you need. And you will continuously find spiritual wisdom. And again, you're creating a new beautiful world for yourself. You see, we got all these flowers, all this growth, grass. We got mountains. We got a river in the background. We got plants going all up and down the card. It's like a new garden, you know. It's like going outside and starting a new garden. Just beautifying your life, creating new beauty and bounty and abundance in your life. In this newfound spiritual energy. Bottom of the deck, we got Justice. Making these corrections during Scorpio season. Seeing what's really wrong. Facing these fears. Doing what you need to do to continuously put yourself in a position of power. See, she's holding the sword. More sword energy. Slashing through illusions. The more you put in that internal work, the more the universe will recognize your frequency and vibration that you're emitting, and will bring in good things for you. Again, we got the Hierophant, spiritual blessing. Now we're about to clarify the King of Swords. We got judgment. Again, a huge spiritual awakening, a spiritual ascension of the intelligence, of the mind, of the rational mind, of the masculine mind, going towards the divine mind, the higher mind, operating under that energy and that mentality. Scorpio season dropping and shedding all the dead weight and all the shit that don't serve you no more, and all the thoughts in the mind state, the previous mind state that is old and outdated, shedding that. You see, we got the people coming up out of these caskets and they about to ascend, they about to raise. So the previous versions of yourself being let go with this judgment and letting the spiritual nature take over with the Hierophant. And again, with the keys that's opening even higher spiritual doors and doors of good things for you to come in, to open up for you, and to walk through. It's like you're in a whole new spiritual realm right now, or at least going towards it, or in the process of transcending to a new spiritual level. I'm talking about on a big level. A whole lot of healing too as well. You see, we got the Red Cross right here. You might have seen it on medical companies. There's also an organization called the Red Cross that helps people. So definitely a healing of the past as well. And also pay attention to any type of, some of y'all might be getting some type of visions. You see, we got the trumpet right here, and we got the Page of Cups and the Hierophant. You've been getting any type of spiritual visions, really pay attention to that. Don't just blow that off like you might have previously, like the ego might have made you do previously, you know. This is the Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of God. So if you're getting any type of big revelations or epiphanies, you know, really trust that with this Judgment card. And this is you answering the call to permanently root yourself in your higher spiritual nature. No more being on the fence about it with this Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we got the Nine of Pentacles. So really valuing this whole process with this Nine of Pentacles. We got the grapes growing in the background, symbolizing the alchemy of grapes being crushed, turned into wine, turning into spirit. More spiritual evolution, more spiritual ascension, more spiritual awakening. Again, we got a lot more yellow for the solar plexus, more confidence in yourself and the spiritual path. We got the snail down here just flowing. Again, flowing with the intuition with this Page of Cups. Not going too fast, just naturally in your natural spiritual state as the snail. You know, slow and steady. And also symbolizing more higher awareness, we got the falcon right here. Just being naturally in a higher spiritual state and steadily investing in the spiritual path and investing in continuously evolving in spirit, you know, and evolving of the soul, evolving the soul. A lot of investment in that. And of course, it definitely will pay off for you. Now we're about to pull some cards on your love life. We got healing family issues. We got separation. And we got deception. That's that old ego. Bottom of the deck, we got you deserve love. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So we're gonna go back to this judgment right here. You know, it takes a real mature and spiritually mature person to heal. I mean, to forgive and heal from the past. You know, so any type of failed relationships from the past that may be being triggered and brought up to the surface during the Scorpio season, doing this final healing, this core healing, getting rid of that completely so you can continuously move on and open up new doors in your love life. Once again, the Hierophant with these keys. And you can only receive these keys by ascending to a new spiritual state, in a new spiritual mind state. And also, if you have any type of beefs with your parents, you know, that can really, or not being shown, or if you wasn't shown the love that you would like to have received from your parents or whoever it is that you raised you, or people in your home, you know, that can really affect our love life, because now we tend to look for that love outside of ourselves and other people, and then those other people can prey on that and take advantage of that, and then ultimately hurt us in the end. So this is really truly a healing of self, not just of family issues. This is healing of self first. And if it's any type of family issues that you need to heal, that's going to be healed as well. You can heal that, get over that. Not to say that it wasn't important when I say get over it, but at the end of the day, you do need to heal and get over it. You know, you got to get over that hump. Again, so new doors can open in your love life, and you can bring in the type of connection that you would like to have. So healing is very important, again, in this Scorpio season. It will affect your love life tremendously. You know, you definitely behind the 8 ball if you're trying to look for love and you still got a scorned heart. It's gonna make it that much harder to receive, and even if you do receive something, that baggage from the past will probably mess the connection up that you do bring in for yourself. And we got separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. This is speaking on the past. Like I said, Scorpio season bringing up these memories from the past and these emotional wounds from the past that need to be healed. But it's all for your spiritual ascension, coming into your highest nature, your highest spiritual nature. A reflection, getting the wisdom again on where you fell short in the connection, or if you were entertaining the wrong people, why you were entertaining the wrong people. And also Leo is a fixed sign, so and why you stayed with the wrong person, if that resonates with you for so long. So just gaining the wisdom from the past relationships that didn't fall through, that didn't stand the test of time for you. It wasn't in your best interest. Again, shedding that skin in Scorpio season so you can bring in the love that you want for yourself. And we got deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. With this Hierophant, again, more spiritual understanding of who you need to be with, and who you need to be and how you need to show up in a connection. What you need to accept, what you don't need to accept, what you need to accept and what you need to reject. you know. And also, this is speaking on self-deception as well. Again, if you're somebody who was fixed on staying with somebody that did not serve you, you know, this is the ending of that. You're taking off the mask. You're taking off that deception mask from your own self. You won't be fooling and tricking yourself no more. So therefore, you won't let anybody fool and trick you, because you're keeping it real with yourself. You got to keep it real with yourself first if you want somebody else to keep it real with you. And we got you deserve love. You are lovable. Tying in with this Hierophant. You are getting to the state where you've learned from your past love connections that didn't work, where you played yourself small, held yourself back, stayed with people who did not truly serve you or had your best interests. Now you're on point. You're spiritually on point, spiritually aligned as the Hierophant, male or female. Now that your main goals are spiritually aligned, that's automatically lining you up with a spiritual love, the type of love that you deserve. And you deserve the best love, the highest of love. You know, lions deal with lions. Lions and lionesses get together. You know, lions don't deal with baboons. You got to be accurate and on point. Now we're about to clarify healing family issues. We got the Chariot in reverse. This is the card of Cancer. Any type of emotional ailments that was keeping you from entertaining the right love situation for yourself, that's coming to an end. The Chariot in reverse is just a halt. The Chariot will always get back on his feet and get back upright and continue to go to the destination that it's intended to. Because as we see here, the Charioteer, he's not holding no type of reins. All he got is his wand, just like the magician, and he's under spiritual guidance with these stars underneath the canopy and intuition with the crescent moons on the shoulder pads. So again, tapping into this Hierophant energy, your highest spiritual nature, honoring it and listening to it and going with that flow, you know, it will heal you. You know, you will heal in the process. And you won't be you will no longer be attracted to and go to and travel towards the wrong type of love situations for yourself. You'll be going to the right destination, you know. No more getting off the wrong exits on the highway and running into somebody that you don't need to be with. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we got the Sun. This healing is going to really shine a light on yourself. You know, this is the card of Leo, well, one of your cards. One of your major arcanas, which is the best card in the deck, the Sun. So it's going to really light up your love life during this healing process. And again, we got the, on this man's tunic, we got the alchemical symbols symbolizing the alchemical transformation of this healing during the Scorpio season. So this healing is going to bring out really your inner joy, your inner child again. You know, you got a white horse symbolizing purity, your true authentic self, your true authentic most powerful version of yourself. Really bringing in the love situation that you want for yourself and vibrating that energy out into the universe and attracting it towards you with this sun card. So be prepared for a huge change in your love life by doing this healing and honoring your highest spiritual nature. The best of love is to come for you. That's what this chariot is reversing and going towards. Now we're about to clarify separation. We got the High Priestess to go right along with the Hierophant. This is the spiritual couple. Whoever you was with, definitely not your match. Again, more realization of that with the High Priestess, taking into account where you went wrong, why you entertained this person, what made you see the best of this person, even if they wasn't showing it to you, even if you wasn't receiving it. And this is also you really reserving yourself for the person who truly deserves you with this High Priestess. No longer letting things like just charisma or physical attraction, which is both important. Don't get me wrong, you don't want to be with nobody. I'm not saying to entertain somebody that you're not attracted to. But again, you got to have discernment, even if they do look good and talk a good game and charismatic, things like that. A lot of times that's bait, that's a hook, especially with a narcissist. If you've dealt with a narcissist before, that's how they get you too. So really having that spiritual wisdom and discernment of who to entertain in your life and who to let in your emotions and who to give your emotions to with this High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Pentacles, really aligning with self and your spiritual nature during this time, during your single time, being single, and really giving yourself what you need to continuously heal, to pick yourself up and dust yourself off if that's what you need to do, and get back on your feet, and get back in your power, get back in that Leo energy, that confident energy, This is your show. This is the Leo show, nobody else's, and somebody will be lucky. Somebody will be lucky to get a role in your show, Not to say that you're better than anybody, but again, this is about self-worth, self-love, and self-value. And you want to give yourself to somebody who sees your worth. Somebody who is reciprocal to what you give them with the Six of Pentacles. Now we're about to clarify deception. We got Judgment again. Honoring your highest calling, honoring your highest nature, not being deceived by surface level attributes by other people, not falling for the bullshit, not entertaining the wrong people with judgment, spiritual discernment, seeing through the bullshit again with the high priestess, seeing what's really real, seeing truly what's in a person's heart with this high priestess, and Leo ruling the heart chakra. This is you taking that stand, like, I don't need to be with anybody just because they are available. You see what I'm saying? Just because they are available and they look good, etc. That does not mean that I need to entertain them if they are not spiritually for me. This is what this judgment is saying. So keep that in mind. And just wait on the right person for you. Because once you're on the spiritual path and continuously elevating, you will automatically bring that person in for you. Once you realize and accept with judgment the type of love that you do deserve, you won't take nothing less. You only be focused on the love that you do want and deserve. Again, that's where your passions lie. That's what you're lining up with. That's what you're winding back and shooting for. The type of love that you truly deserve, not just some low-hanging fruit that is disguised as a golden apple. You see what I'm saying? You'll be able to see through that. And when it shows that it's not, you won't stay in that situation. Bottom of the deck, we got your second major arcana, strength. Again, that ties right into deception and the ego. Mastering and taming the ego, Not letting surface level sparkle entice you to entertain something that you don't need to be entertaining with the strength card. Taming that ego. Letting the higher self take over, another infinity sign hovering above the crown chakra. Spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence when it comes to dealing with people romantically. And also having the strength to wait on this love that you do deserve. Having that value, having enough self-value, self-love, and self-worth to wait on what's truly for you in love. You see, we even got the line right here with his tail tucked, symbolizing waiting. No impulsiveness. And also sexual control as well. Now we're about to conclude your reading with some messages and guidance from Spirit. We got strength again. In the bottom of the deck, we got love. And that's the chakra that y'all rule, the heart chakra. Strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always with you. So again, it's all about grounding in your highest spiritual nature as this Hierophant, male or female. That will give you all the strength needed to continuously move forward, to heal, and handle everything that's in your life right now, and to create the life that you want for yourself. You know, you will continuously gain strength the more that it takes strength to travel the spiritual path, period. But the more that you endure it, the more that you learn, the more that you get understanding and wisdom about it, and gain a higher perspective about what's going on in your path, the stronger you will become. You know, the more you endure, the stronger you become. So keep tapping into that inner fire energy, in your higher nature, your higher self, your soul. You know, and you will become and be able to create. You will have the strength to create the life that you want for yourself and the circumstances that you want for yourself, and become the person that your soul ultimately wants you to be. Because that person is exactly who you are. And we got love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. So continuously grounding. This is a red card, root chakra. The combination of the heart chakra with love and the root chakra. So continuously grounding in your spiritual nature, going with the flow of your spiritual nature, of your higher self, of your soul. You know, steadily raising yourself and operating under, you see we got music notes right here. So that means you will be operating under a high frequency, a high resonant frequency. You will be emitting a high frequency, that love energy. That love love, they say love is the highest, the most powerful energy in the universe. But that's because it is absent of fear, which is the lowest energy in the universe. So again, strength, real strength equals love. So in Leo is a perfect combination of the two at its highest level. In this Hierophant right here, and double judgment. Answer the call. Answer the highest Leo call. Leo rules the heart chakra, and heart chakra is the bridge between the lower chakras and the higher chakras. So it's time to obey your highest nature as this Hierophant and do what it is that's necessary to be the person again, be the person that you are supposed to be, so you can create the life that you deserve. That's the formula. So that concludes your reading, Leo. If it resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications. If you need your own personal reading from me, my contact info will be in the description. Until next time, Leo.